centre in the background behind me. And this is a presentation that we use, oh look, fancy seeing that here. Basically to kind of promote the city. So as it says, we're one of the 8 core cities outside of London, which includes the likes of Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, Newcastle, and some of the developments that are happening within the city. So obviously the university and the development within the university, this campus and the innovation park and the science park, etc., are all about stimulating that change in the economy to one that's based on new technology, science and innovation. We've got the tram there, development of the station hub to make a 21st century interchange linking the tram. One of the good things about Nottingham is that it's very centrally located within the country, so there's kind of 80% of the population are within 2 hours. Links to London every half an hour from the station, take about 90 minutes down to London. And now, I'm not sure, we should be coming on to this at some point, but now that the Eurostar terminal is at St Pancras, where the Nottingham trains go into, you can get from here to Paris in 5 hours on the train. So it kind of really opens up Nottingham as being a European destination and a European city as well. Just more pictures of trams and trains. As I just said, only 90 minutes down to London and linking to Eurostar and Paris in under 5 hours. And these are just some of the kind of, as I said, I'm not sure how much of the city you will have seen, but these are some of the key areas within the city, some of the key developments, and they're some of the some of the key employers within the city. So again, we've still got some of the old traditional sort of manufacturing stuff in there with the likes of Rolls-Royce and Toyota, and their training academy is based in the city, although their main manufacturing plant is based out of Derby. But again, kind of we're moving forward, so we've got people like Siemens, we've got Experian. I don't know if people have heard of Experian, it's a kind of global brand in terms of credit and sort of all the background credit checks and sort of financial information. We've also got Capital One Bank, their European head office is based in the city. So again, it's kind of a change to sort of more service-based financial and business services, science and technology and creativity. Games Workshop again is one of our sort of leading brands. I'm not sure how many Sat-Anaraks are in here, but they're the people that make the Lord of the Rings and kind of wargaming character figures. It's alright to say that because I class myself as a Sat-Anarak as well. I'm meant to say those kind of things. Hopefully.
What's Brown Jacobson?
Brown Jacobson, they're a firm of lawyers within the city. Employ about 350 to 400 people within the city. So this list up here is either those are the sort of major employees in terms of number, or major employees in terms of sort of reputation, global, like the Bank of England. And again, that's the Corner House. So this is about the quality of life that the city's got. It is actually, or was named Nottingham, the country's culinary capital, because we have more bars and restaurants per square mile than any other city, including London, in the country for some reason. We obviously like food and drink. It's also a key retail centre. It's I think it changes slightly, 5th or 6th highest retail centre within the country. Again, spend sort of about £1.5 billion per year on retail. Top 6 at the moment. It keeps switching between us and Liverpool, who's 5th and who's 6th. Again, just kind of some of the city centres, 1.3 billion was their annual spend within the city. And some of the developments going on around the city. There's a lot of sort of central government funding coming into the city, building schools for the future programme, £90 million to redevelop all of our secondary schools within the city. Because again, going back to what I was saying earlier about the problems with the economy, one of our historical problems has been educational underachievement or underattainment. We are now catching up in terms of sort of that secondary elementary school level, improving very quickly, but we've got a long way to go. On the flip side to that, which just kind of reinforces what I was saying earlier about a city of two halves, we've got two kind of world-renowned, recognised universities. University of Nottingham is in the top 50 in the world and in the country, after the likes of Oxford and Cambridge on sort of independent assessments. And we've got 60,000 students within the city. So we have kind of a really good turnout of high-end graduates, degree-level students, but a lot of that is people coming into the city to study. We retain a lot of that, but then a lot of that goes back out of the city, so we don't benefit from it. So what we're trying to do, again, within the whole economic development sphere, is to work with that educational attainment as well and sort of grow our own through and then through to university as well. Grace Building, which is just across the way there. BioCity, which again is about our sort of change to science and sort of new technologies. BioCity is one of the largest dedicated biopharmaceutical research centres in the country. Home to, as it says there, 60 companies, and they're all sort of small startup companies. It's incubation space for those companies that are based around sort of pharmaceutical research. We've got the Science Park, which, because we're on Jubilee campus, is just over the main campus from the university. And again, as I'm saying, we are gradually moving to being a more science-based and technology-based city. And we've got the Contemporary just opened up. We're ranked as the 4th most creative city in the country. So that's where we're going with the economy, is changing it to one that's characterised around creativity, science, innovation, etc. So if I go back to kind of more about what the Economic Development Service is and tries to do within the city, one of the key things to bear in mind is that we're not a delivery organisation. We don't get out there and kind of deliver direct business support, one-to-one startup support or things like that to businesses within the city. What we're about is, as it says up there, shaping strategy and policy, researching and understanding the needs of the local economy and how we can help it, how we can support it and how we can help it grow, and then commissioning relevant delivery organisations to actually go out and deliver those kind of things that we think the city needs. We also work very closely with the business community and provide that link between sort of high-level political strategy and local business need. And that's kind of what my team in business growth is all about. It's about saying these are the problems that local businesses are having at the moment. These are their barriers to growth. This is what we need to do. We go back through kind of all the tiers of sort of local central government to say these are some of the interventions that we need to be putting in place to address those. We also kind of provide that impetus, provide that kind of backing, if you like, to those key deliverables and those key projects that were on that first sort of presentations. Things like the Medipark, we're very instrumental in helping deliver that in terms of land acquisition, getting developers on board, getting kind of all the planning policy and all that kind of stuff straight, so that again we can build that sort of economy based around science. And again, as it said there,